You're driving down a deserted country road in the dead of night. Tall pines line both sides, and in the glare of your headlights, you catch sight of a lone figure, silent, haunting. His face, twisted as though melted, a ghastly mask of green skin, hollow sockets where eyes and nose should be. You'd think it's a ghost, but this is no specter. This is a real man, a living legend known as the Green Man, or by a stranger moniker, Charlie. No dash face. If you're curious about the true story behind this strange legend, stick around. We're about to unpack a tale as haunting as it is human. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join us for more eerie yet profound true stories. Ever heard of Charlie No Face? Drop your thoughts or your own creepy encounter in the comments below. Part 1. The Fateful Accident. One summer day in 1919, in the quiet countryside of Beaver County, Pennsylvania, there lived an boy named Raymond Theodore Robinson, known to everyone as Ray. Small, endlessly curious, and always with that infectious grin. Ray was the type of kid anyone would want to smother with affectionate pats. He adored nature and exploring, spending countless hours with friends near Morado Bridge, a towering metal trestle spanning an old trolley line, where rumor had it a bird's nest perched high above. On that fateful day, curiosity got the best of him. Determined to get a closer look at the nest, Ray climbed onto the bridge, shimmering steel warming under the sun. But hidden among the metal beams lay a silent death trap, 22,000-volt power lines humming overhead. In an instant, Ray touched the wire and was struck by the fury of electricity. There was no scream, just a flash like lightning, and his small body collapsed in chilling stillness. Everyone thought him dead. But somehow, against all odds, Ray survived. What he woke up to, though, was tragic. His eyes shredded away by the current, his nose burned to silence, his lips gone, one ear missing, and his right arm so badly damaged that doctors amputated it to save his life. His face was no longer a child, it was a scarred canvas of agony and fate. Those who saw Ray afterwards recoiled in horror. He hadn't died, but he no longer lived as an ordinary human. From that moment onward, the world's perception of him, broken, horrifying, became his heaviest burden. Part 2. Walking in the Darkness. Ray's survival meant a life in shadow. Not because his body was frail, but because the judging gaze of the daylight was something he could no longer bear. Each daylight venture invited startled looks, hushed whispers, recoil, so Ray decided to live in the night, where no one needed pity or fear. As dusk draped over Pennsylvania's pine forests, Ray would quietly prepare a worn coat, a sturdy cane, and a will to walk. Every night, he traversed Route 351 between the small towns of Copal and New Galilee. The night air was silent except for crickets. The road still except for the occasional rumble of distant tires. Then one night, he was noticed. Rumors began to spread about a strange figure who drifted along the roadside under the flicker of headlights. His face a smooth, melted abyss, a visage that glowed pale green. Some late-night drivers swore they nearly struck him, but he never flinched. Instead, he carried on, unbothered by the world around him. That's when the legend was born. Green Man, after the eerie green cast of his visage, Charlie No Face, because his face was a void where none should be. From a man lonely in shadows, he became Pennsylvania lore, feared, worshipped, whispered about, a ghost in jeans and coat. Part 3. When a man becomes legend, step by step. Night by night, Ray's presence etched itself deeper into local lore. The tale traveled, whispered by fireside storytellers, passed mouth to mouth until it reached beyond Beaver County. Some claimed that if you drove across a remote bridge after midnight, switched off your headlights, and honked thrice, Green Man would be standing by your windshield, leering into the darkness. Others claimed he had scorching handprints left behind on glass, or that he glowed like a radioactive phantom. Some even said he moaned like a restless spirit, echoing through the trees. In reality, Ray never asked to be myth. He was simply a broken man, avoiding the judgment of the day. A man who could not change his face but was choosing to live honestly, on his own terms. He walked nights to stay unnoticed. At home, he crafted leather goods wallets and belts patiently, skillfully. His family knew the truth. Beneath that scarred face lay kindness and resilience most never imagine. Remarkably, despite the chaos of his legend, Raymond never refused a polite approach. Teenagers would go looking for the myth and find a stooped man with a cane and deep scars, not a demon. Some offered him beer or a smoke as a greeting, And in return, he'd sit and talk. Open, witty, even affectionate. He'd talk about his childhood, the accident, the quiet peace of the night, and his gentle teasing of those who only judged by appearances. No one walked away unchanged. Ray didn't resent their fear, but he didn't need their pity. He chose to live without hurting anyone, just as they feared him. That's how the legend of Green Man evolved from urban horror to symbol of compassion, resilience, and the silent struggle of the misunderstood. Part 4. The tragedy of being different. Not everyone treated him with respect. Some saw only horror. Others took pleasure in ridiculing or frightening him. Ray was once struck by a car, seriously injured, but still he rose and walked on. He could not change his face, but he could choose how to live. He chose dignity. He chose silence. He chose not to hate. Part 5. Legacy and Lessons. Raymond Robinson passed away in 1985 at age 74. He was laid to rest at Grandview Cemetery, close to where his life changed forever. After his death, tales of Green Man didn't die, they morphed, amplified, but beneath the myth exists a real story of courage, empathy, and quiet rebellion against prejudice, ignorance, and fear. His life forces us to ask, how many people carry unseen wounds? How many are pushed aside for being different? Charlie No-Face isn't just a chilling legend, he's a testament to humanity's capacity for compassion when we pause to look deeper. Picture yourself on a dark Pennsylvania road next time, a figure by the roadside, silent, misshapen. Don't scream. That ghost may be a memory. A man once scorned, choosing the night because the world judged him by what couldn't be seen. The real Green Man lived on through him. A lesson. If this story moved you, share your reaction. Fear, empathy, admiration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support lets us bring more haunting, heartfelt stories to life. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next story.